Hey, what's up, NBA fans? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest basketball news, trades, rumors, and everything you need to know about the NBA world. Guys, today we've got some breaking news coming straight out of Chicago, and it is something that will completely shock you. We're talking about none other than LaMelo Ball, the electrifying point guard for the Charlotte Hornets, who is reportedly set to sign with the Chicago Bulls in a mind-blowing move that no one saw coming. This is a move that has been years in the making. LaMelo has been one of the most exciting young players in the NBA since he entered the league, and now rumors are swirling that he is ready to take his talents to the Windy City. Chicago, a city with a rich basketball history, is suddenly the new home for one of the brightest stars of the future. So, why is this happening? How will this change the future of the Chicago Bulls? And what does this mean for LaMelo's career moving forward? Let's dive deep into everything you need to know about this shocking move that could reshape the NBA landscape as we know it. Trust me, this is going to be one of the biggest off-season stories, and you'll want to stick around for all the details. Grab your popcorn, because we've got a lot to unpack in this video. Let's get into it. Alright, let's break this down. LaMelo Ball is officially on his way to the Chicago Bulls. Yes, you heard that right. LaMelo, the 2020 NBA Rookie of the Year and one of the league's brightest young stars, will reportedly sign with Chicago in a move that is going to have major implications for the future of the Bulls, the Hornets, and the NBA at large. But the real question is, how did this even happen? What made LaMelo decide to leave the Charlotte Hornets and sign with the Chicago Bulls? Let's take a step back and look at how this shocking situation unfolded. First off, we've got to talk about LaMelo's journey up until this point. LaMelo Ball's path to the NBA wasn't your typical one. After playing professionally overseas in Lithuania and Australia, LaMelo was drafted 3rd overall by the Charlotte Hornets in the 2020 NBA Draft, and he wasted no time making an impact. From the moment he stepped onto the court, LaMelo showed the world why he was a top pick, lighting up the box score with insane highlights, ridiculous passes, and incredible court vision. His flashy style, combined with his fearless play, quickly turned him into one of the most marketable and dynamic players in the NBA. Over the past few seasons, LaMelo has continued to grow and develop into one of the premier young point guards in the NBA. His stats, his assists, scoring, and leadership have only improved. He's been named an All-Star and has carried the Hornets on his back as the franchise's face. But despite LaMelo's individual success, the Hornets have struggled to build a winning team around him. As of now, the Hornets are stuck in that middle ground, not bad enough to get a top draft pick, but not good enough to make a serious playoff push. LaMelo's individual growth has been tied to the struggles of the franchise, and we've all been wondering, when will he decide it's time to leave Charlotte for greener pastures? Now, let's talk about the Chicago Bulls, a team that has been in need of a young star to build around. The Bulls are a storied franchise with a rich basketball history, from the days of Michael Jordan and the 6 NBA championships to the present. But in recent years, the Bulls have been in a bit of a rebuilding phase. They have talent, like Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, but they've struggled to find a true leader who can take this team to the next level. The acquisition of Nikola Vucevic helped, but there's been something missing. In the 2023-2024 season, the Bulls showed promise at times, but lacked consistency. They finished just outside of the playoff picture, which left the front office and the fans wondering how they could push this team into contender status. Well, it seems like they found their answer: LaMelo Ball. LaMelo's decision to sign with the Bulls makes perfect sense for a couple of reasons. First, LaMelo will finally have the opportunity to lead a franchise that's ready to compete. Unlike Charlotte, Chicago has a winning culture and a much more complete roster, even if it's still a work in progress. The Bulls have a strong supporting cast with DeRozan, LaVine, and Vucevic, and adding LaMelo to the mix would immediately make them a serious threat in the Eastern Conference. Secondly, the Bulls have one of the best basketball cities in the world. Chicago is a city that lives and breathes basketball. The fan base is passionate, and the pressure to succeed is high, but for someone like LaMelo who thrives under the spotlight, this is the perfect environment to take his game to the next level. But why now? Why 2025? Well, LaMelo's contract with the Hornets is set to expire soon, and with rumors swirling about his dissatisfaction with the direction of the franchise, it seems that the time was right for him to move on. The Bulls have cap space and are ready to make a splash. This could be the start of something special in Chicago, and LaMelo could be the one to usher in a new era for the Bulls. When LaMelo joins the Bulls, we're going to see a team that's built for transition basketball. With LaMelo's ability to push the ball up the court and his court vision, Chicago will have one of the most exciting offenses in the NBA. Imagine a backcourt of LaMelo and Zach LaVine, two players who are capable of scoring at will and creating for others. That combination will make life much easier for DeMar DeRozan as well, who can focus on his mid-range game and take advantage of the space LaMelo will create. With LaMelo setting the tone on offense, expect to see faster possessions, more open shots, and plenty of high-flying highlights. Defensively, LaMelo's size and length, he stands at 6'7", give him the ability to make plays on that end as well. While he's not known for being a lockdown defender, his athleticism and ability to disrupt passing lanes will be an asset for the Bulls. And with Chicago's current defensive core, which includes strong defenders like Patrick Williams, LaMelo should be able to fit in seamlessly and contribute defensively. But it's not just the immediate impact that makes this move so significant. LaMelo Ball gives the Chicago Bulls something they've been lacking for years, a true franchise player. In the past, the Bulls have had stars like Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler, but they've never had a player like LaMelo, a player who can dominate the game at all levels. LaMelo is a true floor general, and the Bulls can now build their entire future around him. If the Bulls are able to keep their current core together, add some more pieces in the draft or free agency, and continue to develop their young talent, LaMelo could be the player who leads them to their first NBA championship since the days of MJ and Scottie Pippen. This signing would also put the Bulls back on the map in terms of marketability. The addition of a player like LaMelo, who is already one of the most popular players in the league, would significantly boost the Bulls' brand globally. With his flashy play, strong social media presence, and growing fan base, LaMelo will likely attract a ton of attention to the team and put them back in the spotlight. So, what are fans saying about this? Well, there is no shortage of excitement from Chicago Bulls fans right now. Many are calling this move the most exciting development for the team in years, and the hope is that LaMelo Ball will be the player who takes the team from being a fringe playoff team to a legitimate championship contender. Bulls fans are already envisioning LaMelo leading them to a new era of success, and they can't wait to see what this team looks like in the coming seasons. But the Hornets fans? Well, they're understandably heartbroken. LaMelo was the face of the franchise, and his departure signals the end of an era in Charlotte. The Hornets will now have to rebuild once again, but this time without their star point guard. It's a tough pill to swallow for Hornets fans, but they understand that in the NBA, sometimes business decisions have to be made. Still, it's hard to replace a player like LaMelo Ball. He's truly one of a kind. Alright, guys, there you have it. LaMelo Ball is on his way to the Chicago Bulls in a move that will change the landscape of the NBA for years to come. The Bulls have secured a future star who is capable of leading them to greatness, and the sky is the limit for this team with LaMelo in the mix. Chicago fans, you've got a lot to be excited about. So, what do you think? Is LaMelo the missing piece that the Bulls have been searching for? What kind of impact do you expect him to have in Chicago? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the latest NBA news, rumors, and analysis. Until next time, stay tuned and keep it locked on the channel for more updates. This has been one of the biggest moves of the offseason, and we're going to keep following it every step of the way. Peace out, NBA Nation.